Hello everybody, and this is my Bloody Mary Rili project. So I started this project probably a couple years ago. My Bloody Mary shrimp randomly threw a couple Rilis, and so they're Bloody Mary Rili shrimp. And so what I did, I threw them together, let them all breed out, and I selected out the keepers. And then we got to this point, and now we're letting them breed out, and we're going through and keeping only the best ones. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try to bait them out. Now remember, this is still a work in progress. So we have shrimp that are pretty good, and we have some that aren't good. Something I've been noticing is we've been getting just clear shrimp. So it's like they took all the reds out and it's just clear, maybe even slightly blue. And there's some that have just a tip. There's one with just a tip of red on its tail. You see some of them little ones are fully red, so we're still got some of those popping up. But now we're getting a whole bunch of shrimp. So we're gonna try to get everything. We're gonna call out all the ones that we can that are not absolutely super good. So that's what we're gonna do here. Now I said last time I made a video about this tank, about this project, I said I'd try to do one every month, towards the end of the month or the beginning of the month. Well, we're at the beginning of the month. There's some really cool ones in here, even if they're not keepers. There's some that look like crystal red Caradinas. They have like 3 red stripes on them. Well, I'm sure we'll see some of those during this whole process. But this will be fun. We got some, is that one right there? With the multiple red stripes, I think it might be. Yeah, right there. That's kind of cool. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to put an algae wafer down, and we're going to get them all gathered up. There's getting to be a lot of shrimp in here. Now, it's still a new project. It's only a couple months old, so most of the shrimp are still little. Look how good that one is. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's get this thing going. So we've got interesting ones like that. There's a really good, and there's one that's just kind of clear bluish looking. All pretty interesting shrimp. There's some blue ones. There's a couple messy ones. So there's a lot of shrimp in here. They're really breeding out good. So now, let's start picking out the ones we don't want to keep in here. So I do believe I want to have 2 separate callings for this. The calls that I pull out that are bluish, I'm going to put them in the tank where I'm trying to make the blue Bloody Mary Rilis. But the ones that have the good markings that are blue, they'll stay in here. But the ones that are kind of so-so, I'm going to put those in the ones where I'm going for blue, because that project is less advanced than this one. So that's what we're going to do. Then the ones that are just kind of messy or not that good, we'll just pull out and put in the Skittles tank. But we've already got some gathering up. You can see most of them all hang out back there in the moss, and they start making their way up here to the algae wafer. So I'm going to start catching them out, and we'll see what we end up with. So here are the ones that are going to go in the Skittles tank. You see, they're all still pretty little shrimp. Most of them are just kind of messy. Those ones with multiple red stripes, so just having one in the front and in the back. And then we got the clear ones, or the ones that just have a little tiny bit of color on them. And then like ones like that, or just a little spot of red on the head, a little spot of red on the tail. And ones like that where it's kind of messy and muddy and the markings are not perfect. There's one where the head has some color but the tail doesn't. You see what I'm talking about here. And then over here is for the blue project. Let's see if we can get them to focus. But it's not focusing right here. But these have a hint of blue on them. And they have the Rili markings, at least somewhat. So, you can see here, got some more to get. They're all so little, they're hard to get. We got more to get. So let's get to getting. Oh, alright, so I think I've got all the adult ones that I can possibly see. Now there's still some smaller ones that are in here, but I did end up getting a lot of smaller ones out. So we'll revisit this tank in a month. And obviously I'll get some out if I see them that not on video. But we'll revisit this in a month. I think we got all the bad big ones out, and we're gonna let these little peewee guys grow up some so we can find them and catch them. Because they're just too hard to get. I see a few other ones, but they're not completely horrible, just a few borderline ones. I feel pretty good where we're at. So let's go see the ones who didn't make the cut. So these are the ones that will be going in the Skittles tank. That one's really blue. They don't have any Rili on him. Then we got some that are kind of greenish looking. And then these are the ones that have more blue on them. And a little bit of Rili. And they'll be going into this project. Now, this one don't really have much to talk about. We do have some babies from trying to make the blue Bloody Mary Rilis, but the first babies we have popping up are mainly Bloody Marys, and they're brand new babies, so this tank is still a ways off. So here's the ones that are going in the blue tank. Come on out, boys. Come on out, shrimps. Whoa. We got so much glare, the camera's not wanting to focus, but there we go. Did we get them all? I think we did. There's only a handful. Alrighty, ready. Let's put these fellers. I pulled a lot of shrimp out of there. Almost all of them are little guys. There's some that are, I saw a few of them that are just getting saddled, but these are really little guys. Here you go. This ought to add some spice to the Skittles tank. Bunch of Bloody Mary Rilis. We get them all? Yeah. We still got at least one flopping around in there. Come on, guy. Alright, that's all of them. So there you have it. The Bloody Mary Rili project, an update. We'll come out with another update next month. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.